Wrong room, right guy, the charming chaos of Austin. Kayla Monroe wasn't sure what was worse, that the hotel app had sent her to the wrong room, or that the wrong room contained a half-naked guy playing guitar in front of the mirror, like he was a rock star stuck in the 2000s. Ah! Kayla shrieked as she opened the door with her digital key. Ah! He yelled, more startled by her scream than by her intrusion. Why are you in my room? Why did you walk into mine? Are you from the Secret Service? She slammed the door shut, breathing heavily. She checked her app. Room 1108. She looked at the door again. Room 1088. Oops. Great, Kayla. First night in Austin and you've already broken into a half-naked guy's room. Minutes later, as she apologized to the guy in the hallway, he smiled that easy smile only handsome guys have who aren't afraid of being interrupted while shirtless. I'm Blake Peterson. First time in Texas? Is it that obvious? You're more startled than a cactus at a hugging competition. She let out a laugh. Okay, yeah, that was funny. Kayla, a systems engineer from Boston whose life was as organized as her code, had arrived in Austin for a high-profile tech conference. Her goal was to impress a potential investor, not to barge into hotel rooms. Blake, on the other hand, was an independent musician who lived life at his own pace, with contagious energy and an innate ability to find humor in any situation. His room wasn't home, but a stop on a tour of small local bar gigs. That first encounter, between awkward apologies and unexpected laughs, laid the groundwork for a series of coincidences that fate, and their hotel's algorithm, seemed determined to orchestrate. The next day brought no more order to Kayla's world. First, a mix-up in the hotel breakfast room led her to share a table with Blake and his friends, a motley crew of bohemian musicians and artists who sharply contrasted with the executives and programmers Kayla usually socialized with. The conversation was a clash of worlds, where she spoke of efficiency and he of the vibrational energy of guitar chords. Then, on her way to the conference, a misunderstanding with a vegan food truck left her without lunch, and, to her surprise, Blake appeared with an extra barbacoa taco, which, though against her strict diet, ended up being delicious. Their encounters, initially awkward, began to feel strangely fun. Blake always managed to bring a genuine smile to her face, a rare sight in Kayla's perfectionist world. The conference was Kayla's priority. Her presentation of a new cybersecurity software was crucial for her career. However, a series of mishaps plagued her. A malfunctioning projector, a faulty microphone, and, to top it off, her laptop decided to update at the worst possible moment. Blake, who happened to be playing at an event near the convention center, showed up just in case. With his impromptu ingenuity, he managed to fix the projector problem using a guitar cable trick, and his innate charisma kept the audience entertained, while Kayla rebooted her computer. His presence, though unexpected, was her lifeline. After the presentation, Blake invited her to celebrate her, albeit small, success at a live music bar he knew, far from corporate environments. Kayla, surprising herself, accepted. That night, amidst the live music and laughter, she found herself dancing and forgetting her strict routine for a while. The chemistry between them was undeniable, but their worlds constantly collided. An outing to an antique market ended with Kayla trying to optimize routes to avoid getting lost, while Blake happily wandered among the stalls, buying random objects with dubious histories. Blake's attempt to help Kayla with a coding problem resulted in a hilarious mess of wires and pizzas. For every moment of exasperation, there was one of genuine connection, where they realized how much they complemented each other. She gave structure to his chaos. He injected spontaneity into her order. Blake's friends, initially skeptical of the numbers girl, began to see how Penny brought a new spark to Blake. And Kayla's business partner, a serious, business-focused guy, noticed a new lightness in her. But it wasn't all laughs and unexpected situations. Kayla had a serious commitment to her career, and an important investor was awaiting her formal proposal. Blake's presence in her life was a charming distraction, but a distraction nonetheless. Blake, for his part, felt that Kayla's ambition could be a barrier to his carefree lifestyle. An argument arose, one of those that stem from truths you don't want to hear. Kayla accused Blake of not taking anything seriously, of living without a plan. Blake retorted by accusing Kayla of being too rigid, of being unable to enjoy the present without thinking about the future. The tension was palpable, and the right guy from the wrong room seemed like he would just be a funny anecdote. The climax of their separation came when Kayla had to present her final project to the investor. Her nerves betrayed her, and just as the investor was about to close the deal, Kayla made a crucial technical error. The project, her dream, was in jeopardy. Blake, who had shown up at the hotel to try and fix things, witnessed the debacle from afar. In an impulsive act, and with an ingenuity typical of a musician, Blake grabbed a guitar from a lobby display and began to play an impromptu melody, a song that encapsulated the essence of Austin. spontaneity, creativity, and the ability to adapt. The music caught everyone's attention, including the investor, who, surprised by Blake's audacity and Kayla's reaction, who, though initially mortified, couldn't help but smile, became interested. Kayla, inspired by the unexpected serenade and her own ability to improvise, used the energy of the music to resume her presentation, incorporating a live creative solution that demonstrated her adaptability, something the investor valued far more than perfection. The reconciliation was bittersweet and real. Kayla admitted that life wasn't just about plans and algorithms, and that Blake had taught her to embrace chaos. Blake confessed that Kayla's structure had given him a foundation he never knew he needed, and that her ambition inspired him to take his own music more seriously. They decided to give it a try, not as opposites who attract, but as opposites who complement each other. The story concludes with Kayla opening a tech consultancy in Austin, integrating a bit of the city's creative chaos into her work style. Blake, with a bit more structure, and with an accountant recommended by Kayla, lands a record deal but never loses his free spirit. Their lives are now a mix of local bar gigs and tech conference presentations, of impromptu dinners and shared, reluctantly on Blake's part, calendars. The wrong room led them to the right guy, and together, in the vibrant chaos of Austin, they found their own rhythm. Their future anecdotes include Blake's failed attempt to teach Kayla to surf, and Kayla, with her logic, trying to patent a new melody from Blake, proving that love isn't always a perfect algorithm, but a beautiful and noisy symphony of funny mistakes and unexpected successes. I hope this detailed outline gives you a great sense of how Wrong Room, Right Guy would unfold. Let me know if you'd like to explore any specific aspects further. End.